Hello, everyone. This is Madelyn from So Real with Madelyn, and we're keeping it real daily, creating greater lifestyles by changing our status and raising our standards. And just wanted to stop by this evening. I know that some of you probably trying to get settled or whatever, but I'm just really disturbed about the things that I'm seeing in our own community. I'm not even gonna go nationwide or worldwide. I'm disappointed in our own community how we can't help each other. We can't support each other in whatever it is that we have going on. Now, I know that there are individuals who are probably being flooded, bombarded by people who are doing their home-based businesses or even just trying to get their own thing going. Everybody's trying to pick up a dream and make it happen, because the way this society is now, if you can't throw a ball, bounce a ball, kick a ball, you're really not worth very much. If you can't sing or you're doing something extraordinary, you're running, whatever the case may be, athletics wise. But everyone's not created to be an athlete, an artist, maybe painting, drawing, whatever the case may be. Everyone needs a geek. I'm here to defend the geeks. So everyone needs someone that can keep the books. Everyone needs someone that can be creative in marketing. Everyone needs someone who's a great designer, whether it's graphics or even decorations, setting up an event planners. These are things that really kind of get shunned or pushed aside because they don't feel like it's necessary. But the event planners and those background people, and that's really what that is, the background people are overlooked so often. So we don't tell our kids to seek these career paths. Well, I'm telling you, we need to get our kids to get in that career path, because for all of our sports kids and agents, they're going to need an attorney. They're going to need a doctor. They're going to need an accountant. They're going to need a manager. There's just so many things. Promotions, a PR person. So we need to tell our kids, don't just tell them not to go to school because of debt. Tell them to go to school, and if they can get a scholarship, if they can get some type of grants, then that's what that money is for. Don't send them to school to get these checks, okay? We need to stop teaching our kids how to get fast money if you're not going to teach them how to manage that money, because it will go fast. Just as fast as they got it, it will leave their hands just as quickly. And that's why a lot of people are the butt of jokes about the little income tax checks. They got the income tax check cars and things like that. So I'm really needing us to come together as a community. We have events. There are times where someone may be having something, and if you can't make it, then that's fine. Send some people. Don't be afraid that they're gonna steal your customers or your partners, because I know it happens. Trust me. I know it can happen, but what God has for you is for you. And if you honestly and truly believe that, there shouldn't be any issues. Be willing to support people around you. Everybody can't sell makeup, everybody can't sell bags, everybody can't sell weight loss, everybody can't sell lights, everybody can't sell. Everybody's not going to be doing the same thing. So there should be enough of us in a circle that would be able to support each other, pointing other people to the directions of individuals that can supply the needs that the other person has to offer, whether they've written a book, been there, done that. Um, I'm I'm in the place where, especially in my situation, I'm willing to work for whatever it is that I get. I work for mine. I figure out ways with the gifts and talents that God has given me. I'm just trying to find ways in order to put that into play and be able to make a living without holding my hand out waiting on somebody to drop something in it. I've never been a person to beg for help. I'm not going to beg anybody for help. Okay? Now, I may ask you if you will help me, but I'm going to be saying, hello, I got this and I have that, so we both win. That's how that works. Okay? So, you talk about a person if they're trying, and you talk about them when they're not. So there's going to always be that person that has something to say about what you're doing. If they don't agree, it's okay. We can't all be rocket scientists. We can't all be the cure person has a cure for cancer. We can't all have the perfect something, because God created a church body. Bodies have different parts, they have different gifts, they have different talents, and He did that for a reason. And the church is going to crumble, is going to fall if there's no income. And the one thing that people will do if they don't have any money, they don't go to church, or if they've lost their job, that's just like they'll cut back on some things. Anybody that's good with managing their money, they'll cut back on something. And unfortunately, it's tithes and offering. They cut back on giving to the church, but that's the first place where people run when they need some help. So we need to rethink this. And our communities, we have so many churches in our community, so many churches, and we're so spread out and so divided because we don't want to come together. We want the best choir, we want the best preacher, we want the best audience, congregation. We looking at numbers in the church rather than looking at the number of individuals we can help to come to Christ. Seek ye first the kingdom. Now, I didn't really get on here for to fuss, but people, I'm so disappointed. I mean, we have fought and still fighting for things that really we've already won. And we talk about being a believer in Christ and, don't wait till the battle's over, shouting out. But yet, there are things, we're free. We have freedom. We really do have freedom. It's just, what are you doing with it? Salvation is free. What are you doing with it? So, I know that it can be frustrating and I know it can be hard, but depending on someone else to take care of you, I'm going to tell you from experience, you're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting unless you become that trifling somebody that everybody's talking about. And I'm sorry, I can't be that person. So I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. I'm going to continue to try to make something out of what I'm doing. Okay? Why don't we all do the same? If you're doing something, great. But expanding is always the next level because we want more, but we don't want to do anything to get more. And a lot of times people don't want to make changes and improvements because they know it will increase their sales, which means hiring other people, and so they can't pocket all of the money. All the profit ain't gonna be theirs. So you're not really being a blessing. Someone needs a job out there, and God is needing you to increase and move forward and enhance and build your something so that you can employ some people. We grumbling about these jobs, ain't no jobs, they don't hire us, and they don't want us to do this, they don't want to do this. But we're doing it to ourselves. We're doing it to each other. And it's like crabs in a bucket. We hear about that, people, the crabs in a bucket, and they'll keep pulling each other down. And they're not pulling each other down to get out. They're pulling down the one that's trying to get out. Okay? And if they can't pull them down, they'll pull them down and they'll tear them apart until they kill them. And that's what we're doing. We're being torn down and we're tearing each other apart until we kill each other. So we ain't got to worry about somebody doing it for us. We're doing it to ourselves. So that's my something for the evening. And it's something to think about. And if you're mad, you ain't got to comment. If you don't like what I said, keep strolling. You don't have to say anything. You don't even have to click like. You can unfriend me. You can do whatever it is you need to do. But truth is truth. And I'm tired of people getting on here yammering about what ain't fair and what ain't right. And if you're not doing anything to solve the problem besides getting on Facebook and piggybacking on somebody else, then you need to just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. If you didn't go vote, don't say nothing. If you ain't prayed about the situation before you voted, don't say nothing. We say we trust God, and whoever's in the White House, that's who God intends. And when the wrong person in our eyes is there, we all upside down and we crazy. We still don't trust Him. Trust God. Trust Him. He knows what He's doing, and I'm trusting. Ain't nobody up in that White House taking Him by surprise. Nobody and nothing. There's nothing new under the sun, and I don't know why it's so hard for us to believe that. Well, I'm Madelyn Bass, and this has been So Real with Madelyn, and we keeping it real daily, creating greater lifestyles by changing our status and raising our standards. Have a wonderful night.